Alrighty, so the news is here. I'm ready. I'm actually kind of interested in this one because we're finally getting the movie stuff. I haven't looked at anything besides this first image, and King and Gowther are back. So they're doing 2 final bosses at one time, which is a little weird. I'm not really sure why they're doing 2 at one time. That seems like a lot. I mean, normally they last for like 2 weeks or whatever, so that's kind of interesting. The movie story is going to be out. I don't know exactly what kind of rewards and stuff we're going to be getting for like actually running through that sort of content, but I'm sure it's going to be something sort of like the regular story content. So the 6 Knights of Black Captain Bellion is coming, and Wings of the Sky, Celestial Ellate are here. Okay, cool. Quests and stages added, new heroes. Bellion, Ellate, new characters, meet the new heroes. There they are. I honestly don't know what any of them do besides her passive. I think makes it to where your characters, I think it's a 5% increase on crit chance per skill used or something like that. I'm not quite sure exactly how it works, but she's somewhat interesting for like final boss, like high scores from my understanding. But honestly, neither of them are like crazy units. Able to be acquired in the Door to the Sky pickup event. Okay, cool. Final bosses return, King and Gowther. So this is really nice actually, because if you weren't playing the game during the global, launch or anything like that, like after like the first couple of months, you may have missed these 2 final bosses, or even if you just missed the first one. King, you'll be able to get his final boss outfit and Gowther's final boss outfit as well, which is really nice. As long, I think they're going to be, you have to meet a certain requirement, like you have to be within top percentage of the fight and everything like that, which is fine. But yeah, these aren't, I don't think either of them were super hard. I know specifically Green Elaine was one of the units that you needed for King, and I still have not touched that unit since Final Boss King left. So I really doubt that I'm going to try to go for anything super crazy on these. I might try it a couple of times for each one of them to try to get a decent score. I'm wondering what the Final Boss shop is going to look like, since there's going to be 2 final bosses at the same time. But yeah. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think the costumes for these weren't score based. I think you could just buy them with the points that you get from doing the matches. So never mind. Don't worry about what I just said. Get diamonds daily with the challenge. Fight the final boss event. Okay, so there's a new daily challenge to fight final boss that gives you diamonds, I guess. So that's kind of nice. Main rewards. Obviously, it's the costumes. There are diamonds involved and super awakening coins, which is really nice. Main rewards from there's a check-in event that's going to give us super awakening coins. They've already stated that we're going to get Bellion on day 7 of the login event. It looks like we're getting some summon tickets as well, which is really nice. There's going to be a spin event, which is always really nice. I like the spin events and the bingo events. Those are always really good for rewards and stuff like that. New growth event. It's been forever since we got a growth event, honestly. Like the last one that we got was with the Camilla when she came out. So I'm kind of gotta been waiting for another growth event. So that is kind of interesting. New costume hero sets. That actually looks so cool as a Bellion like hero set. I really like that. Too bad I don't like Bellion. Popular costumes are back. The fact that Gowther is here. Oh no. I'm one of the only people that I know that did not pull Green Gowther, and if he is going to be back on this banner because they add the New Year's units and stuff like that, like the sort of seasonal units and everything back for this, that apparently apparently there were people who were really upset that they didn't add those on the Wedding Deanne banner, because I was personally unaware that on the Wedding Deanne and Droll banner on JP that they actually brought back the seasonal event units, and I just didn't know, because Deanne herself is technically a seasonal unit, so she's not in like the general SSR pool for a lot of things. So I'm assuming that it's just a guess, but we'll see, in a couple of days whenever the patch comes out, that it looks like we might be getting the seasonal units on the banner for the movie units, which honestly is kind of good but kind of bad. I don't care about the seasonal units at all. Honestly, if you already have a lot of the seasonal units, it may be worth skipping for you. I don't know if I actually want to summon for Green Gother or not. I think it might be more beneficial for me to just skip it. He is kind of a cool unit, but he's probably not going to be rated up or anything like that, so it's probably just going to be a pretty bad time. Bellion and Ellate costumes, seasonal heroes / costumes return. Okay, so yeah. New bundles, power up engraving stones. These are going to be way too expensive and way out of everybody's price range. Who cares? I actually just made a video earlier about the final boss, and I was saying that they switch them out every once in a while. So it turns out that they are switching back from Akumu to Kelak, which is actually kind of nice because honestly, Akumu sucks. I hate him so much. Extreme is awful. They are reworking these. Okay, so finally we're going to get the JP changes to this. So at 300 we're going to get a Super Awakening coin, and at 2500 we're getting another Super Awakening coin, which is really nice. Up until this point, the 2200 mark was the only, like, I think that was the end for us. Once you hit 2200 points, you get all of the rewards. So it looks like we're going to be getting an additional SSR pendant and some UR treasure chests at the very end if you reach 4,000 points, which is kind of interesting. I don't personally think that I normally go that high. Like, I'm normally in the mid 3,000s whenever I finish up final boss. If not, like, I'm right around 3,000 or like late 2900s or so, depending on which boss it is, obviously. But new bosses or new boss rewards are going to be really nice. I really want them to add the whole, you don't need to be in a guild, you know, to actually do the guild boss thing. I don't know if they actually have that out on JP or if they were showing that it was coming out soon, but if you didn't know, they're supposed to be removing the final boss, or not the final boss, the guild boss from the like actual guild hall, and it's just going to be like a little section in your game. Like if you go to not world, if you go to the battle area right here, it should be one of these little panels in right here. So hopefully they add that at some point, because I'm looking forward to being able to just click that instead of having to go all the way into the guild hall and walk all the way over there. It'll just be kind of a nice quality of life thing. Knighthood shop editions. Once you reach level 6 in your Knighthood, you will now be able to buy Super Awakening coins and anvils, which is actually a really nice change, honestly. Like, I mean, up until this point, the only thing that I really thought was worth buying with your Knighthood coins or whatever was the SSR pendants, maybe. And if you're wanting to farm like the demons, maybe the demon food. But yeah, that's actually kind of nice. Looks like Matrona is going to be added to the Part 2 banner, and the Race Draw 1 tickets, which is kind of nice. Obviously, you're going to be able to engrave gear for the new units. And then a bunch of stuff is ending. So draw events, the Leonis Festival event or draw event is gone. So if you don't have Goddess Elizabeth by now, I don't know, if you're close, maybe go for it. If not, I don't know. You may end up wanting to save at this point. Scraps Disposal Festival draw is going to be over, so the Wedding Diane and Oslo and Hawk banner are leaving. Honestly, it wasn't a very good banner to begin with, so I'm not going to be crying over that one. I'm really interested to see how Oslo and Hawk end up, returning to the game, if they're just going to be added to the general sort of SSR pool every once in a while. They were released with Diane. I'm wondering if maybe they're a seasonal sort of event, or sort of like a seasonal sort of unit, or if they end up getting added to maybe the Part 2 ticket or something like that. I'm really interested. I want to know. Like, I mean, the best case scenario, they're a coin shop unit, and I mean, if they are, I'm going to be so upset that I spent so many diamonds to get them. But that is my problem. Leonis Festival events are going to be ending, so all of the stuff related to this sort of like event with the Goddess Elizabeth sort of thing going on. Prisoners of the Sky movie event. Eve events are going to be ending. So all of this stuff is gone. Finally, this growth event is gone, and then a lot of these bundles are ending, the Black Friday stuff and everything like that. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent update. Obviously, the Knighthood Boss did just change. So this actually, Kelak will be next week, not on Tuesday, but next, like this upcoming Sunday, is when he will actually reset. And then I'm assuming these rewards will reset with that. But if they don't, I may end up having to mess around and redo some of this stuff. Like I may end up having to run extreme on Akumu this week, so that way I can try to get some of these extra rewards. But anyways, obviously the return of the seasonal events is actually kind of interesting. I'm kind of excited for that, but they're going to be on the Bellion and Ellate banner, and I'm just not having it. I have all of the seasonal units except for Deanne, and I don't have Halloween Gother, and I really don't want to summon for just Gother because I doubt Deanne will be on the banner since she's just now leaving. Oh my god, it's gonna be awful. Anyways, yeah, kind of cool. That's pretty much it though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.